Vegetable Police here. So a lot of people say vegans are weak, you can't build muscle. People are still saying this. How many strong vegans do we need in the world to point at and say, look at that guy, you fucking idiot. You blind bitch, bat bitch. That's a thing. So I've been getting a lot of comments on my UFC videos. When you get a video to go a little bit viral, in my case viral is over 100,000 views quickly. So I have that video that's gaining momentum. It's like rolling downhill like a snowball. And the haters are coming in full force. And they're so stupid. They're just so dumb. And they keep saying, there's this one guy in particular who said something like, I see a lot of vegans, they're always skinny and weak. I've seen them, they're smaller. In my opinion, this is why vegans appear a little smaller and look a little weaker. But if you test us, if you test it, if you put your arm, if you got a meat-eating arm that is this size, I will fucking crush your skull. If we arm wrestle, I will break your arm in half, I promise you. Yes, I'm out of breath after flexing. Fuck you. Time after time, I read about athletes who switch to plant-based diets. They get stronger, yet they lose weight. Why does that happen? Let me tell you why. In general, meat-eating athletes have more fat interlaced throughout their muscle. They're like marbled meat. They got marbled muscles, and it looks thicker, it looks bigger, it looks stronger. If you looked at people side by side, a vegan and a meat eater, you'd think like that meat eater, he looks a lot stronger, he's buffer, he looks healthier, he's so full. It's not a sign of health, it's just a sign of fat. That's not a good thing. I mean, you don't want to be 10% body fat or less. That's like not good for your hormones. You want hormones, having sex is fun, that's a hormonal thing. Nate Diaz is a plant-based athlete. He's kind of skinny looking. He doesn't look that strong. And he's about to fight Conor McGregor next week. And so I'm on MMAfighting.com this week, and I see an article, and it's all about the fighters who have fought Nate Diaz, and they're talking about what it was like to fight him. And I want to read you one quote that stood out from Jim Miller. Nate is also bigger than he looks. He's just one of those guys who he's not super built, he's not super muscular, but he's strong. He's a very solid individual. I remember clinching up with him, and he was clearly the bigger man. There are only a handful of guys who I've fought where it just felt like fighting a 170 pounder or a 185 pounder. He was one of those guys. It felt like I was fighting a guy who didn't belong in my weight class. Nate Diaz is like 95% vegan. I know I just made a little video harping on him because he eats eggs sometimes, but I'm the vegetable police. You eat eggs near me, I will fuck you where the light don't go. You can quote me on that. But that's the thing about these plant-based athletes, they look small, but you get in the ring with them and you start wrestling with them, and you're like, holy fuck, this guy is strong as an ox. We have smaller muscles, but I promise you, if you're my size, I'm like 122 pounds now because I just spent 2 weeks on juice. But if I didn't do that, I'd be about 130. If you weigh what I do, I will outpull the shit out of your ups. It makes sense if you dissect it. So don't let size fool you. Strength is so much better than size. It's an advantage. Why wouldn't you want to be like a skinny looking person that can just crush clams in their hands? A vegan wouldn't do that, but why did I use clams as an example? I don't know. And it's also about inflammation. Meat causes inflammation, we know that. It's acidic and it has all these nitrogenous waste products that will just fucking nitro you in the dick. So that's another reason why these meat eaters have puffed out muscles. It's inflammation. I mean, when you get a mosquito bite, what happens? The tissue surrounding blows up, gets a little red, gets bigger. It's inflammation. That's what happens in meat muscles. I can't prove it, but if you look at long-term meat eaters, look at Devaney. the guy that's pretending to be alive, but if he is alive, he's got arthritis so bad he's had his hip and his knee replaced. That's the grandfather of the paleo movement. He's fallen apart. He's half bionic. That's not a good role model. He's got bags under his eyes like he could carry sandwiches in there. That's kidney damage. That's what happens when you eat too much protein. I don't know how this paleo diet has taken off. I'm still working on Rob Wolf's book. You wait. The fucker lies like you wouldn't believe it. So that's about it for today. I'm not sure if I will build up that much muscle. I don't really want to be one of these huge vegans just to say, look, vegans can do it, look at me. It's very stressful for the body to maintain a lot of muscle, but I will be working out. I want to get bigger just to be a good example, just to feel confident. But I'm definitely not shooting for like get as big as I possibly can. I wanted to make that body transformation video, but I don't really care enough to pursue it to where it would look good, my 1 year results, because I'm not pushing myself hard enough. I'd rather cleanse my body out, heal. That's more important. Regenerate my adrenal glands. That's super important to me. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching the video. No comment baiting today, but post your thoughts down below. I love to hear from you all. I'm sorry I can't answer everybody. There's too much. There's just too much. But thumb up the video anyways, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. 10,000 subscribers coming up. It's gonna be a giveaway, my friends. Stay tuned for that. Can't wait to give back to you guys. You are the reason I'm doing this. I love you guys. Not all of you. Some of you I fucking hate.